Let's talk about the mRNA vaccines like Pfizer and Moderna first. Let's zoom in a little bit here first. Moderna and Pfizer/BioNTech are mRNA vaccines. They do not contain live virus, spike proteins, or virus vector. Virus vector is a genetically modified virus made to hold the instructions that tell your body how to produce spike protein. I'll break that part down and simplify it for you later. Let's go back to the mRNA vaccines. I'm going to read from the paper again. These vaccines contain lipid nanoparticles which house lab-made mRNA that show our cells how to produce the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. Okay, now I'll explain that in two parts. First, I'll explain what lipid nanoparticles are, and second, what spike protein is. Okay, essentially this vaccine contains a ton of little lipid nanoparticles, or sacs. And those sacs hold the instructions called mRNA that teach our bodies how to produce the COVID spike protein in just the right amount so we can build antibodies to this virus. Building antibodies from either getting a vaccine or being naturally infected allows your body to fight COVID-19 better the next time you're exposed to it. That means less symptoms and less time sick. Okay, now second, what's the COVID spike protein and why is it important for our bodies to get instructions on how to make it from a vaccine instead of just becoming infected with the virus and being taught by the virus? Well, this is the theory about it anyway. When you're infected with the SARS-CoV-2 virus, the immune system reacts to every part of the viral genome, not just the spike protein, which is the only part you'd have exposure to if you took the vaccine. And because of that, the body builds immunity while experiencing lesser symptoms. You know, the data clearly suggests that there are many people that do fine getting naturally infected. I'm not implying get naturally infected. I was extremely sick for 12 months and I thought I was going to die. I wouldn't recommend taking the chance, but this is America, make your own decisions, do what you want. Anyways, let me pull up this image that explains how the Moderna Pfizer vaccine works. Okay, on the far left in the blue is the virus. Inside of the virus is mRNA. You can see that in the red here too. Well, the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine take that mRNA, those instructions, and put them into a nanoparticle right here. So look in the center, that yellow circular membrane, that's the nanoparticle or housing. Nanoparticles are just small spherical bits of lipids or fats. They're nothing crazy. So when those nanoparticles with instructions are injected into you, they make their way into your cells. If you look on the far right, you'll see what I'm talking about here. After the mRNA strand in red fully makes it inside of your cell then uses that mRNA code to produce spike protein. You can see looking at the immune cell here, mRNA entering on one side, then spike protein leaving on the other. Basically, the mRNA is instructing your cell's machinery, like ribosomes, mitochondria, and endoplasmic reticulum, to make this foreign spike protein. In other words, the mRNA went in, programmed the cell, and the cell produced spike protein that ended up sitting on the surface of the cell. Now, if you keep looking, you'll see those T cells on the far right. They make their way over to that suspicious looking spike protein now sitting on the surface of that cell. Very soon after that, those T cells, more specifically CD8 T cells, or CD8 plus T cells, figure out that that cell with the spike protein on the surface is an invader and kills it. Now, at the same time, other T cells called CD4 plus T cells, they release proteins called cytokines to heighten the immune response. Now that brings over many other immune cells to help fully fight any cells that have spike protein on the top of them. After that, your cells communicate with what's called memory B cells, so your immune system can begin producing antibodies. So that's how Moderna and Pfizer work.